Let's talk about one of the most powerful but kind of overlooked forces that drives human achievement. And no, it's not about fame or money or getting praise. It's something else entirely, an engine that comes from deep inside us. You know the feeling, right? That constant hustle for the next goalpost somebody else set up for you. That salary bump, the perfect grade, or hey, even just that little dopamine hit from a notification on your phone. We're all kind of taught to run this race. But is it the only race there is?
I mean, think about it. The real innovators, the artists, the scientists who literally changed the world, were they just in it for a paycheck? Or was there something deeper, a more personal fire fueling all that work? Well, it turns out there's a whole other source of fuel, and this one is way more sustainable. And that brings us right here to our first big idea, the motivation trap. This is the system we all get caught in, a lot of times without even noticing. From the time we're little kids, it's all about the carrots, the rewards for doing a good job, and the sticks, the punishments for not. This is what we call extrinsic motivation. And look, it works for getting things done, but it definitely comes with some serious hidden costs. Yeah? See, these external motivators, they can really backfire. When you're just focused on the reward, it can totally crush your creativity. The good feeling you get from winning fades super fast, which is a recipe for burnout. And maybe the worst part, it can turn something you absolutely love, your passion, your play, into just work. So if that's the trap, how do we climb out? Let's talk about the alternative, an engine that powers itself from the inside out. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Chasing those external sparks, the approval, the rewards, it's exhausting. The other option is to build your own internal fire, one that keeps itself going. But what does that actually look like? All right, let's break it down with a side-by-side comparison, because really, understanding the difference between these two types of motivation is the absolute key to making a change. And this chart just lays it all out perfectly. Over on the left, you've got extrinsic motivation. It's all about the outcome, right? The prize at the end. It's driven by that feeling of, I have to do this. It can feel like a chore, a duty. But then on the right, you have intrinsic motivation, and it's a completely different world. The drive comes from the actual enjoyment of the activity. The focus is on the process, not the prize. It's a huge shift from have to want to. It feels like a choice, not a chore. So here's the most important thing to get. With intrinsic motivation, the work is the reward. You're not doing it for something else. The doing of it is the whole point. It's that pure love of the game, the thrill of cracking a tough problem, the simple satisfaction of letting your curiosity run wild. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, but how do we actually do it? How do we build this internal engine? Because it's not just a switch you can flip. It's something you have to actively cultivate. Let's look at the 3 essential building blocks. These right here, these are the 3 pillars. So picture this. Think of a software developer who spends her free time contributing to an open source project. First, she has autonomy. She gets to choose what problems she wants to solve and how she's going to solve them. She's also driven by mastery, that urge to write better, more elegant code, to just get better at her craft. And finally, she's fueled by purpose, knowing that her work is helping a whole global community of people. When you have those 3 things together, that's when intrinsic motivation just takes off. So let's wrap this all up. Once you understand this framework, you can start to consciously shift your own focus and unlock this incredibly powerful secret engine that's already inside you. This right here is the biggest takeaway. The moment you stop staring at the finish line and just start to fall in love with the act of running itself, well, the whole experience just transforms. The effort starts to feel energizing, not draining. And the benefits are just huge. You become more creative, more engaged, because the work itself is the payoff. That leads to this deep, lasting satisfaction and the resilience you need to keep going for the long haul, because you're not just running on fumes anymore. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. If you took away all the external rewards, the money, the praise, the grades, what would be left? What's the thing you would still do just for the pure love of doing it? Finding that answer, well, that's the first step to firing up your own internal engine.